Today is a cheerful day because of you. Hello, grade 4. Another scientific day with Miss Shara. I am wishing all of you a very nice scientific day. Let us read our learning target for today. I can identify the changes in materials, whether they are useful and harmful to one's environment. Let's have a recall of our lesson last time. Last time, we talked about physical change and chemical change. So, when substance changes in appearance or state without changing its composition or it is made of, that is called physical change. We talk about different ways of squashing. So squashing is a collective term used to describe cutting, chopping, squeezing, folding, pressing, hammering, smashing, and tearing. So this is a process that makes a material change its shape, size, and form. Another example of physical change is malleability. This is the ability of matter to be hammered, to be formed into thin sheets. We also have stretching. So stretching is a change in length when material are made longer than the original size, when tension force is applied. We also talked about shearing or compressing. It changed the length of material shorter after applying compressive force. In chemical change, it occurs when the composition of the original material is changed to new material. There are some examples of chemical change. First, burning, like smoke, charcoal, or ash. So these are the new materials formed. We also have rusting. So there is a reaction of iron to air, oxygen, and water. We have heating. So when there is bubbles and carbons. So there is a chemical change. Spoilage, rotting food, just like the strawberry in the picture. So it produces sour taste and bubbles and decaying food. So physical and chemical change. Can you easily judge if a change in material is useful or harmful to one's environment? Now let's talk about the changes that may be useful or harmful to our environment. Physical and chemical changes constantly happen in our surroundings. But do you know that this may be harmful to or desirable for one's environment? It is very important to learn how these changes may positively or negatively affect lives. How does physical change become useful? Right? Number one, we can use it for freezing. So freezing enables us to preserve meat and other goods. Evaporation is an important stage of the water cycle. Water from most areas on Earth will not be recycled if they will not evaporate and turn into water vapor to create clouds in the sky. It is a cooling process for the environment. Next, melting. Melting is used in making metals like molding cans and utensils. Some of your toys are also molded by means of melting. So what are your toys made of? Is it made out of wood, plastic, or metals? Another one is condensation. It is important in changing water vapor to water droplets, which becomes rain, snow, sleet, or hail. about chemical change. How does chemical change become useful? Number one, humans, animals, and plants convert the food they eat into energy. So for humans and many animals, the most useful, important chemical change is the digestion of food. Food is chewed in the mouth and is broken down into simpler forms that the body easily absorbs. Food industry also makes use of chemical change to create yummy treats such as cheese and milk. Plants undergo a chemical reaction called photosynthesis to combine carbon dioxide and water to form glucose or sugar. This sugar becomes their food. Ripening of fruits also requires chemical change. A chemical change is also used in making clothes, synthetic fibers, wools, and plastics. What are the harmful effects of changes in the environment? Scientists tried producing many useful substances, and they were able to make materials that have greatly improved people's lives. However, as more modern products and facilities are made through scientific modernization, the earth is at times negatively affected. So there are harmful effects of changes in the environment. When any material is introduced into the environment and then physically combined with water, air, or soil, a mixture is formed. If the excessive amount of the mixture results in an unfavorable change in the condition of the environment, the result is pollution. Pollution affects the whole earth as chemical substances are added to the soil, water, or air. What are the causes of pollution? When gasoline is used as fuel burns, chemical change happens. Some of the products of a chemical change are heat and smoke. Others that easily and usually burn are paper and wood. They give off smoke when they are burned. Smoke pollutes the air. Tiny particles, which are byproducts of combustion of fuels, can mix with air. Since they are as light as air, polluted air is harmful to one's health. Polluted air caused by smoke. Air pollutants are substances found in the air in an amount that can endanger life and can badly affect the non-living environment. Particulates and toxic gases are examples of these substances. These tiny particles drop the quality of the air we breathe. The following are some of the pollutants in the air. You have the lead, the toxic gases, carbon monoxide, oxides of sulfur, and nitrogen gases. Acid rain is formed when sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide are dissolved in raindrops. Acid rain can destroy metals and buildings. It also kills fish in rivers and streams. Land and water are polluted too. You look at the picture, look at the land and look at the water. So land pollution causes soil to be poor. Poor quality of soil causes low-grade crops. If land becomes extremely polluted, it becomes inhabitable for plants and animals. Land pollution is usually caused by uncollected garbage and piles of waste in some places. Common water pollutants are oil, decaying matter, plastics, and other solid materials that are thrown into rivers, seas, and oceans. All chemicals that are dumped will eventually contaminate this body of water. How about physical change? How does physical change become harmful? Evaporation can have bad effects too. Increase in temperature can make crops wither, and that may lead to drought. This could lessen the supply of food for the people and other animals. Increase in temperature can also bring bad weather disturbances with risk of dangerous flooding. A huge number of people could die with the occurrence of waterborne disease. Condensation could be a problem as well. Water molecules in the air stay inside the house throughout the day and can lead to mold growth, staining, and smelly air. This can cause allergic reactions, skin irritations, and respiratory problems including asthma. The last one is deposition. Deposition can affect monuments and signage negatively. Deposition is a change of matter directly from gas to solids. Deposits on the surface of monuments, metal signs, and other structures are evident if exposed to air for a long time. How are we going to prevent changes that may have harmful effects to the environment? So, preventing changes that may affect the environment negatively. You can do your part in preventing or lessening the harmful effects of chemical changes in the environment. Here are some ways you can share to your family and friends. Stop smoking to prevent toxic air pollutants. Littered cigarette butts can spread toxic chemicals into the environment that may lead to land, water, and air pollution. Avoid burning garbage, rubberized materials, plastic, and polystyrene. Burnt polystyrene emits chlorofluorocarbons or CFCs, which destroys the ozone layer. If possible, use unleaded gasoline to prevent emission of harmful gases in the environment. Conserve water and minimize the use of polluted or pollution-causing products. The use of products that are non-recyclable or reusable. Recycle wastes. Recycling by collecting, processing, and manufacturing materials, instead of throwing them away to conserve raw materials. Metals like aluminum can be turned into new cans and other aluminum products. Recycled paper can be made into newsprint, second-class paper, and cardboard. Discarded cloth can be recycled to make pin cushions, rugs, and other useful things. Segregate garbage as biodegradable and non-biodegradable piles. Biodegradable substances are those that can decay or decompose. These include fruit peelings, seeds, leaves, and stems of fruits and vegetables. Biodegradable materials can be used as compost. Compost improves soil quality. Non-biodegradable materials are those that will not decay or decompose in a matter of months or a few years or may not even decompose at all. Examples are plastics, rubber, and bottles. Remember, changes in matter bring about changes in the environment. Unfavorable changes in the condition of the environment due to chemical change may result in land, water, and air pollution that will eventually affect man and other living things. Wow! So that ends our session for today. another scientific day with Miss Shara. Stay happy. Thank you and stay safe. I love you guys.